If you thought you were going to get a stimulus check, keep dreaming. The Democrats don't want you to have it.
A stimulus check of up to $700. We have a responsibility to get this right. People's lives depend upon it.
The American people wait for more emergency assistance ought to be over.
The bill also contains rental assistance, food assistance, money for schools and for vaccine distribution, and $300 billion in aid for small businesses. It's been 5 months since Congress passed its last COVID spending package.
Many Americans are in desperate.
That would hamstring the Biden administration's efforts to get the economy back on track when it takes office.
There's dozens of little points of disagreement that have arisen in recent days. Yes, we should be able to negotiate some resolution here. The Democrats seem to keep moving the goalposts.
The clock.
He decided to audit the signatures on the absentee ballot envelopes and says he's happy that GBI has agreed to help. And that is a look at your headlines. Katie, Sharon, back to you guys.
Hi, Ron. Thank you.
If you're foolish enough to believe any of these ads that are on television, if you check, you'll find that it's all false. It's fake. The dates and these so-called news organizations that they say they get this information from, they put that up there. They changed the dates. Like David Perdue. Sure, he was investigated. But guess what? That happened last spring. Not in December. Not in November. Wake up, dumbass Georgians. Wake up. You're being lied to. I saw people making stupid comments yesterday about the vaccine. Well, 2 people, one in Tennessee and one in Alaska that I know of, had some sort of a reaction. But there were thousands of people, just not 1 or 2, that received that vaccine yesterday, their first dose. And nothing's wrong with them. They're perfectly fine. And everybody, these anti-vaxxers, wake up. Stop spitting out the garbage, you know? You're just going to prolong things. Do you not want to get back to a normal life in this country? I would. So why all the stupidity? Think about that one. Maybe that's some vaccine going somewhere.
But Georgia may not be able to dole out as many doses as expected. Federal government telling several states to expect fewer doses. Governor Kemp confirming Georgia is among those.
We got more people wanting to take the vaccine than we got to give right now.
The state was expecting an additional 99,000 doses of Pfizer's vaccine next week, but will now only get 66,000.
And that is a little bit smaller amount than what we originally were told.
Pfizer issuing this statement tonight saying the shortage isn't on them. The company saying they shipped the 2.9 million doses requested by the federal government, adding that they have millions more sitting in their warehouse waiting for shipping instructions. Back in Georgia, Governor Kemp calling for more as Georgians look to put the pandemic behind them.
I keep telling people I wish it was a lot more, but it could be 0 right now.
Now a spokesperson for the
Are inundated.
And what's really exciting about the Moderna vaccine is that it can be stored in just a regular refrigerator.
Lisa was part of the Moderna vaccine trial.
I got my first dose in September. 4 weeks later, I got the second injection.
She says it was nothing different from a flu shot and isn't surprised to hear of the small numbers having a reaction.
People have allergies. People have allergic reactions to many drugs every day in this country. So that is not surprising.
Lisa, along with many health experts, imploring the country to trust in the science and get vaccinated when possible.
Health professionals are putting everything on the line with this. And so to rush a product to the public that isn't safe, it would set us back light years.
Now that the FDA committee has strongly recommended the vaccine, the FDA is expected to approve it on Friday, and Georgia expects to see 174,000 doses next week. In Atlanta, Jamie Kennedy, CBS 46 News.
Tonight, Moderna says it will offer its vaccine to trial participants who received a placebo. In a letter to participants, Moderna says they can be what's known as unblinded. That means they can learn whether or not they've been vaccinated during the trial, and they can choose to remain blinded to help the company track the long-term effects of the vaccine during its 2-year trial.
Happening tomorrow, Vice President Mike Pence and Surgeon
At it as a percentage, about 5% of our housing stock was brought offline, and it's still offline.
That's about 1,000 homes. The city is also still picking up debris, about 531 football fields of it so far.
Our debris contractors, who are some of the biggest in the country, have told us they have not seen this amount of debris since Hurricane Katrina.
The devastation allowing for little hope over the holidays.
We're not having a Christmas this year because we can't have a Christmas without a home.
With spirits down, the Cajun Navy is working to spread some holiday cheer. Starting a Cajun tree, allowing people to adopt a child impacted by the storms for Christmas.
We definitely want to be sure that no kid went without a toy. Make sure everybody got something.
Hundreds of
serving in the Army. In 2010, he applied for a grant through the VA, but says the contractor has disappeared.
A master bedroom on the main floor, so that I don't have to go upstairs anymore. It's to make my house specially adapted to me. The result as of right now is it just makes life harder. It's impossible to be downstairs.
Fox 5 tried reaching out to the contractor, and we too kept getting sent to voicemail.
Making the heartfelt plea.
We are America's future and we want to live.
In addition, the family has released this public service announcement about Sequoia that will run on Comcast channels in Fulton County, celebrating her life in remembrance of a young life taken all too soon. As for Connolly, he is being held behind bars, charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault as well as murder. He says he was there, witnessed the shooting, but denies ever shooting into that vehicle. As for Atlanta police, they say there's nothing new to report on their investigation. Reporting outside Atlanta Police Headquarters, I'm Patty Pan, Fox 5 News.
Look at that. That's the same thing Obama said. There, that's better. Vote like a Republican. Your country depends on it.